Next one, he says, Krishna says, if I should cease to work, then all these worlds would be put to ruination. I would also be the cause of creating unwanted population, and I would thereby destroy the peace of all sentient beings. This is one powerful, powerful mantra. Here we come across the word loka. Utsideyu ime loka. So loka means the three planetary system, the whole universe. If you're in the yoga culture, you might come across a mantra, Loka Samasta Bhavantu, right? So peace throughout the whole world. So that mantra is a stem from this mantra. Here, Krishna is telling Arjuna, the sun is working because I created it. The moon is working around our Earth planet because I created it. All the planets that we see created out there, all of them have different moons, right? Jupiter has 4 moons. This planet had, our planet, we have 1 moon going around it. The stars, the galaxies. Krishna is saying, look throughout the whole universe. You might not see me doing it, but I am performing amazing work right now, keeping this whole universe intact. That's a powerful statement. Sometimes it is hard to see God's hands. It's very hard. But if we can just calm the mind down, connect to it, then you start to understand, wait, I can open my consciousness and see God's hands everywhere. And that's why earlier in the Gita, Krishna, I think later, Krishna used an analogy. I think he did it earlier in chapter 2. Like a pearl necklace. Yes. You see this amazing, beautiful pearl necklace the lady is wearing. Everyone, wow, your necklace is so beautiful. Where are these pearls from? No one sees the thread that is keeping the pearls together. So similarly, we see this amazing universe, but we don't see God's hand. So God's hand is like the thread, right? Could you imagine someone comes and then cut the thread? What happens to the pearls? Chaos starts. All the pearls go in different directions. So similarly, we can see an organized universe. You get up, you see sunrise. You go to sleep, sunset, moon comes up. That has never failed. This mantra, this whole huge universe, how far our mind can expand. The galaxies, the stars, the planets, on and on and on. There is an organization hand behind it. Because if I didn't keep my hand organizing it, Krishna says, I would be recognized as someone who created a population to ruination. So we can see this mantra. I remember reading this mantra, I was like, whoa, it took my mind in a whole other dimension. Every living entity you come across, whether it's a leaf, a tree, a plant, a snail, an ant, a human, it's all organized. And so when I think there's a famous Buddhist saying, if you walk on the street and you touch someone by the shoulder, that is not accidental. Everything is organized in this universe. And Srila Prabhupada used to use the phrase, he used to tell his disciples, not even a blade of grass moves without God's will. Wow. I remember hearing that phrase and meditated, and then you understand, wait, yes, divinity is right around us. We have to expand the mind to tap into it. And then we'll be able to start to see, oh yes, we can't see the thread. We only see the pearls. But that thread is important for that necklace to be there. And so there's an organized universe we're living in, created by God. It's not just out of chaos, right? As growing up and I was learning physics, right? I was young in my physics career. I got introduced to the Big Bang Theory, right? Bam! When I came to the Vedas teach the same thing, but through a spiritualized variation. I was like, whoa, it makes sense. But it's not just chaos, it's organized with intelligence, how we got to where we are today. So let's meditate on these mantras. Stretch the legs out, wiggle the ankles, cross the legs back. Bring the palms on the knees, touch the tip of the thumbs, tip of the index fingers. Close the eyes softly. As you close the eyes, bring the whole body into stillness. As you bring your body into stillness, take this opportunity for a few seconds to recognize your amazing temple is organized by intelligence, how the brain and the nerves and the muscles and the eyes and the legs and the fingers, how they are engineered, how our bodies are engineered. Become aware of the breath at the entrance of the nostrils, grateful for the breath. Recognize as a spiritual being, we have been given the gift of desire. We can desire to become a great human being with our gifts. Use our gifts in moderation to raise consciousness on the planet. Recognizing that God is working right now at this moment. We might not see that hand of God, but the whole universe, the locals, are moving in an intelligent way. Sunrise, sunset, moonrise, moonset, and we are on this earth planet moving around the sun. Stars. Take this opportunity to recognize those amazing minds on our planet which have got us to this place in 2021. All those amazing minds who use their connection with divinity, connecting to the Lord in the heart with their intellect to develop machines, cars, planes, refrigerators, stove, so many things we use. Recognizing whenever you get chauffeured, you are connecting with a descendant of Lord Krishna 5,000 years ago. He's the chariot driver. He's the bus driver, the taxi driver, the pilots, the Uber driver. They are also sentient spiritual beings. Grateful for interaction with each and every other living entity. If we recognize people working, doing their work, that God is also working right now, we with our gifts must work with our gifts as well. The gist of the last few mantras is to recognize, don't give up your work. Recognize the gift you've been given, and let's use the gifts to work out of devotion to God. As we offer our work to God, our gifts to God, back to God, we understand God creates everything. He doesn't need a fruit. He doesn't need donations. He created all that. But if we have it, we give it back. But he's really looking for our heart space, the love that's already in the heart. And it's not the quantity that we give, it's our quality, given out of just love with no desire for anything in return. I want you to move back in time and remember a time when you offered something to another living entity, another human, another animal, another plant, giving them something out of pure love. And the love was there, and they could reciprocate with that love, because God is within that animal's heart, God is within that human's heart, within that plant heart. Remember the reciprocation you got because it was so pure. And now move back in your memory. Remember a time when you gave something to another living entity, but it was fruitive. You could give it, but then the false ego got in the way, and you could see the reciprocation was also equal to your false ego. As we introspect these two dynamics, giving with the false ego and giving with the pure ego, every day we will fluctuate between these two. As we evolve more and more, we want to start to connect with other living entities, connect with God in this purer state, pure ego state more. And if we do that more, we can reciprocate, connect with God's hands right around us. Right now, recognize for the next couple minutes, sit in silence and recognize how God is working for you at this moment. What is God providing you? That deep realization of, you understand, with your gifts, we must also work. We must also do our duty, whatever psyche we've been gifted with. I'm grateful for those sentient beings who are working through health, through engineer, through farming, through commerce, through art. Everyone is just using their amazing gift. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale slowly. Breath normal. Bring the palms to the heart. Lower the brain, the skull, the eyes towards your higher self, that divine being whom you are. Namaste. Towards the Lord in the heart. Lift the head. Open the eyes. Hari Om.